Yeah. So we all have our how we're going to kill each other fantasies. Katie knows how I'd kill her.
With nachos, poisoned.
With poisoned nachos.
That he'd tell me we're poisoned.
She'd eat them anyway. That's why it would work. It's foolproof. These are nachos. They are poisoned. I have put arsenic in them. There's cyanide in there too.
I love nachos.
And we put all kinds of cheese on top, and she's like, oh.
Sour cream and extra jalapenos? Oh. Yeah. Mm.
Oh. Katie has nothing to talk about today.
I have nothing to talk about.
So
surprise me. What are we talking about?
Yeah. So she has no idea what I want to talk about today. Katie has absolutely no idea what I want to talk about today. And since she said she doesn't have anything, I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. Some of you may know that we have been together for over a decade. And we have not been married for over a decade.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And?
So our audience doesn't know that we're a couple that works together, that has been working together, that somehow has figured out this stuff. Today's Valentine's Day, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. But this is something that like other people try to figure out. How do you work with your significant other? How do you work alongside somebody for such a long time and not kill each other?
You stab them in their sleep.
Yeah. So we all have our how we're going to kill each other fantasies.
Okay. Besides how we're going to kill each other, if you guys
we accept that. It's close to our heart. We know that eventually, at some point, we will kill each other, but we put that aside.
Okay.
Most of the time. One of the other things that we've told other people before is we really, first of all, you need to know how to kill each other. You have to agree on that. Second of all, you really have to learn how to argue. Argue good.
I think one of the things that scares me the most are people who say they never argue with their significant other because we argue constantly.
We argue all the time. And we know that it's going to come out better. Whatever it is that we're arguing about is going to come out better. If in the end. And we know that we have each other's interests at heart.
I think that's more important.
That's more important, but we know how to argue through it.
Well, but
somebody has a viewpoint, I'm being stupid and dense. I know I'm being stupid and dense.
But it's about...
But I have a thing that I want to try to get across.
Are you just going to keep talking
and I just keep talking over her so that she doesn't get a word in. That's how you do it. That's how you argue. You just don't let them get a word in.
That's it.
Not a word in. Don't do that.
I think the point is that we argue knowing that we have each other's best interests at heart.
Yeah. So what we got? Know how you're going to kill each other.
Argue a lot.
Learn how to argue. Know that you have each other's best interests at heart. What else? Know how the other person likes to work. That's, if you're working together, know how they like to work.
Anthony likes to be watched while he works.
That is not true. That is not true.
No, it is 100% true.
So I do like pair programming. I like it when you're working on something and somebody else can jump in and help, and then we work on something. And
wait, I'm allowed to help when I'm watching you work?
No, you can jump in and help, but you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to take control of it and run off with it. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. There's know how to bounce things back and forth. Yeah. What else?
I think you have to know your partner's blind spot.
Interesting. I like that.
And
blind spots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And know how to compensate for them.
That's true. So,
What's my blind spot?
What's my blind spot? You go first.
You have a tendency to be a bit bullheaded.
No.
You don't?
Okay.
And can run people over because you're not listening to them.
I am listening.
I know you think you are.
Okay.
But nobody else thinks you are.
I know.
And I'm just nicer than you are.
Well, we all knew that already. That was kind of a given.
What's mine?
I think one of the hardest things that I've been working on with you, I guess, for the last 13 years is...
Oh, I know what you're going to say. I can't
what?
wait. Let's hear it.
It's kind of a combo. Confidence, because you're really freaking smart, and most people don't know the depth of your knowledge. And when you actually just have the time to go back and kind of think about things, and then come back to a problem, and then think about things and come back to a problem, you'll approach it in a way that not many people would. You'll kind of be able to turn things around and see things that only you could see, and then bring that back to the conversation. But you can't do it on your feet. You can't do it on the phone, on the call. We've been working on that for a really long time. There was an early call where, so when we're on phone calls, and especially sales calls, we'll end up having to...
I know what you're going to say.
We'll end up having to mute and then talk to each other a little bit and say okay, this is where I think things should go. And then we'll come back on and just continue the conversation.
Oh, wait, I know what you're going to say now. It's not the one I thought you were talking about.
Oh, well, you tell me about the other one.
I thought you were going to talk about the one because I can't understand accents.
Oh, no, that was a good one. That's a different one. That was way early on.
Well, you said early on, so I zoomed back.
No, I'm talking about this one. We're downstairs at my parents' house because we are visiting them. Now you know what I'm talking about.
And Anthony left me out to dry on a sales call.
I did not leave you out to dry. I said, you're going to take the beginning of this one, and this is what we're going to do.
And you know I suck at beginnings of calls.
But we were learning. We were developing our abilities to talk to people, right, at the time. And so you said, okay, I got this. You did. You said you got this.
And then I asked you to help me, and you wouldn't help me.
No, that's not what happened.
I thought I was on mute, and I cursed Anthony out.
Yes, that is what happened. So she thought she was on mute. She hit the phone. She missed the mute button. And then she goes, what the actual fuck? They are not getting it. They are not getting what I'm trying to say. I am trying to explain this to them, and it's just not getting across. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but can you do it? Because they're really fucking stupid. Potential sales call is on the phone. It's not muted. Dead silence for a good 30 seconds. I look back at the phone and I'm like, oh shit. You didn't actually mute it.
Oops.
Yeah, so that was it.
So the real lesson here is learn to mute yourself better.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Did you get the sale?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely not. I wish people were that open-minded, but, once you call them stupid...
I don't think I called them stupid.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I did. Oh, well.
Yes. You did, you did something of the sort. It was insulting to them in some way. And essentially what you told me is, I have no idea where to take this because they're just not getting it. And 30 seconds later, I had to be like, I'm sorry, guys. And they basically wrapped the call for us.
It was great.
They were like, yeah, so we heard all that. And so we're going to have to take a minute to think about the proposal you guys sent over to us because...
No, it wasn't even a proposal.
Well, whatever it was.
Anyway.
They said something like, we'll have to... I totally forgot. By that point, my adrenaline was so peaked that, I don't remember any of that. So, that was so it's a bin. You asked about the blind spot. That's the area is being able to pull out from somebody else's head what they're trying to say, specifically at a lot of times on sales calls, and have the confidence to tell them what it is they need to know in a way that walks them from their side of the bridge to your side of the bridge. And the walking of them from one side to the other, you're really good at. You're a lot better than I am. But deciding on where you're going to walk them and where they are at that point in time, live in real time, that's really tough, I think. And I think you've been working on it. And that's also the other thing I would say is look at where those areas are where you see potential weaknesses in your partner's skill set, and don't think of them as things that draw the team back, but instead think of them as areas that you can help them work on. And if you both take that mindset of like, we're experimenting, this is always an experiment, let's try a new thing, let's see if we can do it, let's see if I can do this, let's see if you can do that, then I think that ends up working really well, and you find new things. Okay, you're gonna interrupt me. Go ahead.
No.
Oh, I thought you had a thought there.
Did I?
Well, okay. So, and then you find new things that each of you like, and different parts of the process that you like, and you're able to start taking more ownership of those things.
Sure.
What?
I didn't have anything to add there.
You say good idea?
Yeah, great idea.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Double thumbs up? Okay.
Double thumbs up.
All right.
I think that I think those are our lessons. Oh no, you have another one.
Well, so I think maybe the last one might be play and have fun with it. And learn how to play off of each other, right? So when we're on calls and when we're on like camera, like right now and stuff like that, this is how we are on client calls. Katie knows when to throw things to me. She also knows when to say, Anthony, please shut up right now because we need to focus on something specific.
We're really professional guys.
Yeah, and I think our clients appreciate that. I think they appreciate the different viewpoints. Most of them like working with Katie more. Why do you think that is?
Why do I think that is? Because I listen to them.
If I wasn't listening, I wouldn't be able to give them what they wanted.
I know, but generally people don't know you're listening until like weeks
They
later.
get what they want.
Yeah.
I'm not good at communicating back to people that I am listening and have heard them.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yes.
Yes.
Still working on that one.
That's why I say, did you hear me, Anthony, 15 times in a row?
Yeah. So, there's that.
The moral of the story.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
It's
Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day. You know what's interesting is I've known Katie and Anthony for, oh God, how old are we?
Old.
Oh, Jesus, we're old. I've known them over 12 years. Mm-hmm. Jesus
More
Christ.
than that. I think it's 15.
Oh, kill me.
You've known me for 15 years.
That's so painful to hear. I don't want to talk about that again. Okay. So moral of the story is I'm really fucking old. And I was their very first intern back in the day.
We can cut in a picture of the office that we were in.
We can. We should do that. You can also see that we were all youthful at that time.
I don't know if I have a picture of us at the time, but...
Oh, I have definite
I have
pictures of
pictures.
me and Katie at the time.
All right,
100%. Now, are we sober in those pictures? Moral of the story is Happy Valentine's Day. And I do think it takes a unique couple to be able to work together. I have a wonderful husband who I love very much, and I don't know if that would be a venture we would take together. But they've been doing it for a long time, guys. And they do it really well. Now say your goodbyes.
Bye-bye. Happy day.
Happy day. That's what our toddler son has started saying. He comes over to you and goes, Happy day. Happy day. It's this like, it brightens your day every time it happens.
It does it.
Happy day.
Happy day.
Happy
day.
Valentine's Day.